Welcome back. We had a slight technical difficulty, but now we are back again, joining action. Game 5 of the Sri Lanka Basketball League. Colombo Basketball Club taking on Sri Lanka Air Force. So the Colombo Basketball Club is able to get a slight lead of 3 points. They lead 10 points to 7. We are still in the first quarter at the 4-minute mark. Both teams looking for a win today. We are yet to see the star-studded Colombo team in their usual rhythm. But we expect them to get back to that rhythm and see how they go. However, their star center power forward, Russell Mendes, will not be available today. That's the news we are getting after the foot injury he suffered last night, the game against the Bulls. That would be a huge blow for the Colombo side. However, they got a deep bench, and one of those players need to step up. Now this is Praveen for Air Force, looking for the mid-range, gets a good pass to Sasra. Beautiful play there. Drawing two defenders towards him, looking for the free big inside the paint. Points for Air Force. And now this is Brent, who steps on the line. And that's another turnover ball for the Colombo lads. Rukshan makes the first. 11 points to 9. Colombo in front. Makes both. Praveen with the miss, and now Colombo with the ball. Now it's with Rukshan. Just look to get inside the paint. But turnover ball once again. And immediately Air Force, they turn over the ball. That's it. They get the ball back. Last touch by Colombo. This is Praveen from outside. Cannot connect. Last touch by Sasindu. And Air Force gets the ball. And this sounds interesting. Air Force with 4 changes. In fact, the entire starting 5 is sent to the bench, and we are seeing the bench playing early in the first quarter. Interesting move by the coach. We'll wait and watch, will it work? Good pass. Nice ball movement and Colombo finishes. So there is no size at all in this Air Force lineup compared to the Colombo lineup. I'm wondering how they're going to match this size. And now they turn over the ball. And immediately I'm seeing the starting five, the Air Force side, getting to the bench. Interesting move that was. They played for 1 minute and they are taken out. Pubudu commits a foul. Sasid will go to the line. So that move by the Air Force coach to take out his starting five and apply the bench, you usually don't see that kind of play in a league game. You used to see that kind of play in school games though, but it definitely won't work in this kind of format. So you need to match your players with size and with skills. No disrespect to the bench, however. It's all about matchups. And now we're seeing Pubudu sitting with 2 fouls. Hussein checks in for Air Force. Benito. This is Billion. Praveen. He has no fear in taking it to the paint. Over the bigs, he scores. And Simran trying to match, gets it to Sasindu, able to finish inside the paint. Brilliant ball movement. Gets it to Sasra. And for him, it's no match to finish that bucket under the rim. And just like that, both teams have started to get into the game. Air Force have put on 15 points on the board, while Colombo has a slim lead of 2 points. They have 17 points on the board. Everything to play. We'll take a short break and see you in the second quarter.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी। बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये।
Alrighty. ඉන්නවද?
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කියලන කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩි හරියන්නේ නැහැ, මේක කරන්න එපා.
සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලක් කී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුවෙන්.
ए लड़की ए लड़की
तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गुनेगा तो फूटेगा तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मुझे आत्मा साथ। तेरा नाम गुनेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, करेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में। बीच पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे पहले गेम तेरी।
All right, we are back with live action, brought to you by Pure TV, Pure Sports. Air Force going with the same lineup. They ended that first quarter. Poor pass by Hussein. Sasindu with the interception. And this is Brent. Haven't seen much from him. Brilliant ball movement and Sasha scores. Tight game. The Colombo defense have gone into a slight dizziness, I could say. They need to step up now. This is Sachet. Poor pass on that occasion. Went for the shot and was looking for the pass. Turnover ball. Simran quick to capitalize. Draws the foul. Foul on the flows. They'll go to the line. It will be on the side. So a few stats from last evening's game. Colombo committed 24 turnovers. They would want to cut down on their turnovers. This is Sasindu wide open. Three. Doesn't connect. Back with Chanuka. Simran now trying to connect. And he does. Simran went 0 out of 6 last night from 3-point range. And he was 2 out of 5 from the 2-point range. They would need much more from him. He was 2 out of 11. And Arnold Brent, surprisingly, only had taken 2 shots for the entire game. If Colombo is to do well, Simran, Brent and Rukshan should be really good. As Dasun is out with an injury, these 3 players need to step up. That is Jasim committing the foul. Second team foul for Air Force. Rukshan with the miss. Sahasra with the rebound. And now this is Praveen to Malaka. Tries from deep. Airballed it. And Brent cannot finish. Rejected by Sahasra. It's a poor decision by Jasim. It was wide open in that layup. They decided to pass it to Sahasra. And Sahasra will get. Oh, rest is it? No, he continues to play. Another wayward pass and turnover ball. So scores read 25 to 21. Colombo still with a slight lead. They would want to settle and extend this lead. Now we see Shehan and Methika. And immediately Methika is able to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line. So Colombo opting for some size with Methika joining in, and immediately we see Sahasra goes to the bench, and in comes Pubudu. He'll have a better chance in matching the size and going head to head with Methika. So as I said, it's all about matchups. You need to match each and every player so that you have the best chance to compete. Now Praveen trying to go inside and scores. Tough shot. Oh, Methika inside the paint. Brilliant play. And now Rukshan trying from outside, doesn't connect, airballed it. And unfortunately, Praveen couldn't hold on to the ball, and Air Force turned over the ball. 23 to 26. We're seeing a tight game. And just like that, Shehan steps on the backcourt and yet another turnover. So both teams, once again, like last night, we are seeing so many turnovers. And once again, the defense goes to sleep. Air Force with an easy bucket. And now we are hearing the crowd behind the Air Force side. Foul on the floor. And Colombo wants a timeout. They are not happy the way their team has been performing. So might as well discuss some strategies and get back. So right now, 26-25. Colombo still with the lead. Meanwhile, I'll get you some stats from last night for Team Colombo. As a team, they shot 18 out of 64. 28% as a team, that's not good. Meanwhile, Bulls were able to shoot at 34%. Still, not a good percentage to have. Because these teams will need to be much better when they face tough opponents at the Sabah Club Championship. In a whole, all 6 clubs need to elevate their game. They need to start to get into a rhythm in their shooting, especially from outside, which is pivotal. Colombo shot just 3 out of 25 from three-point range, and the Bulls shot 4 out of 21 from the three-point range. So those percentages needs to go up. Meanwhile, I'll try and get you stats from the David Piris and Police game too, because that was a high-scoring game. We saw lots of outside shots going in that game. Now Rukshan from deep, cannot connect. And Hussein does well to tap it off out of Metika's foot. And this is Praveen to Hussein, looking for a deep shot, ups out, but turns over the ball. And this is Shehan. Quick pass to Rukshan, he takes it inside the paint, passes it out to Simran, who cannot still connect. And meanwhile, Joshua with the rebound inside the paint, reverse cup, able to connect. Now Shehan from deep, he misses. Metika with the rebound. Trying to force his way inside, cannot connect. Air Force picking up speed now. 27 each. A poor shooting quarter for Colombo for sure. Meanwhile, Air Force keeps connecting those shots. This is Joshua with the deep 3. And now Air Force gets their first lead of the game. Another turnover ball. This is Praveen taking it all the way. Good defense by Brent to prevent the open layup. But ball will stay with Air Force. Enough time on the shot clock, and immediately Colombo wants another timeout. The coach is not happy of what he's seeing right now. So we are seeing some good numbers today in the crowd. Being a holiday, being Saturday, around the Royal Sports Complex area. Come to the venue, purchase a ticket to support basketball. Kids enter free. Come with your kids. Come and witness some good action at the Sri Lanka Basketball League 2025. This is day 3. Game 5 action right now. Live pictures coming to you from Pure Sports and Pure TV. So both teams back after that timeout. 3 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock. Both teams will look to end this quarter well. So Air Force with the ball now. Enough time in the shot clock. So they will work it out. This is Praveen. Brilliantly done. Forces the defender. Gets the contact. Draws the foul and goes to the line. That's pure basketball. Makes the first free throw. Let's see whether he can finish it well. No, he cannot connect the second. Now Colombo with the ball. This is Simran. Poor pass. And Mithika cannot hold on to it. This is Joshua. Call for the travel. This is Simran. Mid-range, connects, no, cannot. Oh, this is brilliant by Praveen. Still, finishes inside. These little lads from Air Force are giving a go at this star-studded Colombo offense. And that's definitely a foul. Looking to draw a charge, but didn't have enough space to do that. That's the correct call. Once again, free throws not connecting for Colombo. Last night they connected 15 out of 24 from the free throw line, a percentage of 62%. They would want to do better. This is Sahasra. Looked for a pass, however he was kept open. He thought, might as well I shoot the ball and collect 2 points. And now this is Sanjeev called for the offensive foul. And Simran in the open court. Easy pickings. Timeout Air Force. (35 to 29). Was able to maintain that 6-point lead. So we are seeing good numbers in the crowd today once again. As I said, good to see people coming to watch basketball games, the need of the hour. What are we seeing? Simply, this cannot happen at this level. We expect more from these star-studded lineup from Colombo. They have kept turning over the ball today, just like last night. They need to get to a rhythm. This is Joshua. Behind the back pass. Sasra cannot collect it, and now here comes Simran to Chanuka to Rukshan. Chanuka driving. No foul called. Referee allowing the contact play. Sasra trying to connect. Multiple rebounds, but not able to connect. And this is Chanuka drawing the foul from Praveen. And now will be free throws because Sri Lanka Air Force is in the penalty. So 54 seconds left on the clock. Colombo would want to cut down this lead and go into the half with some momentum. But he misses both free throws. Once again, free throw woes continues for both teams, I say. But for Team Colombo, there's no excuse. These are national level players. They need to be good. And immediately Rukshan, one of the positives for Colombo, is able to connect 1 from 3. Cut down the lead to 3 points. Now Praveen taking it all the way. Sasra cannot hold on to the ball. And that's Jasim with an unnecessary foul. They are in the penalty, and you don't want fouling in the front court. Clearly knowing that you're sending your opponent to the line. And now this is Rukshan, good free throw shooter, and he connects. Makes both. Lead cut down to 1. So less than 1 second between the game clock and shot clock. So Air Force looks to hold on to the ball for the final shot. But they give away the ball and Colombo will capitalize. Scoring. Still 8 seconds left. What would they do? Go for a deep one? Yes, this is Jasim. Not able to connect, and that will be the half, with Colombo once again able to cut down the lead. Goes into the half with a 1-point lead. However, it has not been the Colombo we would like to see. But Team Air Force have shown a lot of improvement from their last game with Sri Lanka Air Force, which they lost. So a lot to play, 2 more quarters. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you with third quarter action.
හිතට දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලා ගන්න XG channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආයි බලා ගන්න. Rewind කරන option එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
They wanted to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here.
To be a grown up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought. You have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changes. There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
වෙද මහත්තයා
මොකද?
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රීතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා.
මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට ආසමම.
මනහරීරුයින් දිලනානාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියෙන්ම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
Oats, ක්‍රීඩාව වෙනුවෙන්ම.
लाला संभल के.
हर तरफ खतरा है।
देख के भाई एक गलती और गेम ओवर.
Can you do this, Hardik? ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line.
Hey, the president is here.
Competition. मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी. बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये.
ඉන්නවද?
අන්ද වුණාට මු ශාන්තුරෙක් කියලා නම් කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩේ හරියන්නේ නැහැ මේක කරන්න එපා.
සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුයි.
ए लड़की! ए लड़की! तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गुनेगा तो फूटेगा एक तूफान हिलेगी जमीन मचेगा तुम साथ तेरा नाम गुनेगा जब हर गली हर मकान करेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में पीठ पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम के पहले गेम तेरी
ගෙදර දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලාගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආයි බලාගන්න. රිවයින් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
What a catch!
If they want to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here. To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changes.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
All right, we are back with live action. Third quarter. The boys from Colombo will look to take some hold. They will want to finish this game well. But meanwhile, Air Force is going nowhere. They will keep coming hard. They will keep fighting for those rebounds, just like that. This is Sastra once again. Has been really good today. He's been pulling those rebounds, finishing those shots inside the paint. Block shots. Now this is Joshua. Has shown some good promise. And that was not a good decision. A bad pass. And another turnover ball for Air Force. This is what I like about this boy, Praveen. He's everywhere in the court. Nice cut through inside the paint, receives the pass, and Sasindu is able to finish. And Colombo starts scoring for this corner. Air Force yet to do so. And another bad pass intercepted by Rukshan. He's able to finish. Good cut through, cannot connect. This is Simran now, pushing the ball. A wide open Simran. And that's like Simran we have seen in the past. Open shots, need to connect. This is what we want to see. And Benito, with all his experience, putting his shoulder in front, taking it all the way, finishing inside the paint. So Sahasra commits the foul, and we're seeing some changes. Benito will sit. So will Pubudu. Hashain and Jasim checks in. And this is Ruksha now, who gets fouled. He will shoot two. So Colombo getting the slight lead now, managing to create a 6-point gap. And Sasidhu able to connect after the rebound, the missed free throw. And now Colombo trying to advance. It's Rukshan to Simran, to Chanuka. Once again, almost a steal by Air Force. This is Sasidhu with the rebound. Ball in the front court. Simran able to sprint down and hold on to it. And now Colombo will advance. This is Chanuka from outside, and he doesn't connect. Most of these players have been playing a 3-on-3 format for the past few years. Could be a reason that we are not seeing them still getting used to the 5-on-5 game right now. Switching between formats is not easy. 3-on-3 is a completely different format. And now this is Jasim controlling it, tries to take it all the way, finishes under, and Sasra able to tip the ball and collect 2 points for his side. Now that's a brilliant move by Sasindu. Post up, turn around, step inside, scores, gets the contact, draws the foul, chance for the 3-point play. This is what we like to see from these Colombo boys. They are too good to be messing around. At the halfway mark now in the third quarter, they are able to now extend their lead to 9, and Sasindo makes it 10. That's Jasim getting his own miss and scores. And now once again, Colombo trying to play through Sasindo. Yet to see Brent trying to make a shot. But he made the correct play. Sent it to an open Rukshan. And he scores for Colombo to make his third triple of the night. And now Joshua with the error, travels, commits yet another turnover for Air Force. And now that's Joshua with the foul. Air Force not in the penalty. But the foul was called in the shooting act. That's what the official says. So Rukshan will now shoot. And he seems to be getting into a groove now. Connecting the free throws, connecting from outside. And this is Bharata. He's able to rebound and miss, and he makes his first points now. This is Jasim, mid-range, cannot convert, gets his own rebound. Connects. 43-55. 12-point lead for Colombo. And now Sasindu once again sends it to Brent. Now this is Brent trying to make a play. Gets the ball to Sasindu. He misses the shot. Brent with the cleanup and he draws the foul. So now he will go to the line with Air Force now in the penalty. Exchange of 3-pointers from Simran on one end. Now that's Jasim on the other end. And Rukshan able to draw the foul. Will go to the line. So Colombo gradually trying to mark their authority. They are able to build up a 14-point margin now. And with 2 minutes to go on this quarter, they will want to extend this lead. This is Simran once again, connecting from outside, mid-range. Are we seeing him coming back to his best? Brent with the boat, and now he'll try to take it all the way. Looking to go inside, gets it to Bharata. Wide open, easy pickings for Bharata to score 2 points. And now the margin is extended to 18. Team Colombo playing with some good rhythm in this third quarter. So later on we'll see Sri Lanka Army taking on the David Piris Sports Club. Second game back to back for the David Piris boys. Heartbreak last night, up 28. Lost the game by 2 points in the dying seconds. Be really disappointed to lose that game last night after in cruise control for almost till the 2-minute mark of the last quarter. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka Army looked really good against that game against Sri Lanka Air Force. So they will look for their second win of the league. We are back in action for the last 1.5 minutes of this third quarter. What will Air Force have now to respond to this surging Colombo Basketball Club? This is Praveen and he's fouled. And we see the first points for Arnold Brent. He needs to step his game up now, as he's one of the key pieces of this Columbus side. It's Praveen from deep, cannot make it. Hashan with the rebound. And that will end the third quarter. Colombo has dominated this quarter to extend their lead to 20 points. They had a 1-point lead at the halftime. And this has been the quarter they wanted to get control of this game. And they have done it in brilliant style. And we go on to a short break. We'll see you at the start of the fourth quarter.
වෙද මහත්තයා
මොකද
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රීතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට ආසමම
මනහරි රුයින් දිලනා නාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියෙන්ම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
All right, we are back now with fourth quarter action. We believe you fans from home are enjoying the live pictures we are bringing out to you through POTV and PO Sports, the official broadcasting partner for Sri Lanka Basketball League. So Colombo will start proceedings for the fourth quarter, looking to play through Rukshan. He's able to score deep inside the paint, using his size and his skills. The boys from Air Force, 22 points down now. It's a big ask for the boys from Air Force. Now in this last quarter, a 22-point margin. But what can we say? We saw a 28-point comeback last night by the Sri Lanka police boys. So it's never say never. Play hard till the end. And you never know Simply outstanding by Jasim. 3 Colombo bigs were in the paint. He was able to gather that rebound, get a second chance opportunity for his side, and they are able to score. That's poor execution in defense by the boys from Colombo. They need to cut those lanes down, grab those rebounds. Huge leads are always, but this is elite club basketball, and you're not out to underestimate your opponents. Looks like a slight delay. Seeing the officials consulting the technical staff in the head table. Both captains are called upon. Crew Chief Tiwanka Pereira discussing. Right now we are not sure what's it about. Looks like everything is sorted, and we'll see more action. This is Brent now for Colombo. Simran to Mindika. Immediately Benito is able to get a steal, and now he advances. The earlier technical issue was with the shot clock. Some problem with the shot clock, and now it's controlled manually at the table because I don't see the shot clock visible any longer. The supporting teams looking into it. So we are out to get the best experience here for the players as much as possible in the Sri Lanka Basketball League. With limited spaces, limited arenas to conduct basketball games indoors, we need to work with these constraints. All right, now this is Pubudu to Hussein. Air Force needs to start getting into a rhythm. Their offense has not clicked. Have not seen Sahasra in the flow for some time. He was really good. The shot clock expires and turnover ball. Brentfield take a breather and in comes Sasindo. And now we are seeing some minutes for Methika Jayasinghe, the former under-18 Sri Lanka's captain, who led the side at the Sabah. And this is Mendika. We haven't seen much of him, but he's able to hit from outside for his first points. This is Mendika again to Rukshan. However, he is not able to control the ball. And this is Methika drawing the foul on the floor. Ball will be taken from outside. And now we are seeing some minutes for Shehan too. Hasn't been able to do much, but now this is the chance for him with 6 minutes to go. And that's Mendika with his second three. Looking good. Some faith by the coach to give him minutes, and he's answering that call. This is Praveen, and he's fouled. Colombo being able to open a 28-point lead now. And we'll be able to see their bench being able to get some minutes. Mendika steps on the line and turns it over. This is Mendika taking it all the way, can't finish. This is Sean getting some minutes for Air Force, but he cannot finish either. Wild pass. Another poor pass. Final touch by Colombo. Another turnover. And Mendika once again connects from outside. That's his third triple for the day. So Rukshan will sit now. He's had a brilliant game. And Chanuka now in for Colombo. This is Shehan. So Colombo calls for the timeout. They want to target out for this last 2.5 minutes. Of course, the game sealed by the boys from Colombo. Commanding leader, invite all basketball-loving fans to come to the venue to witness this live action. Come in support of the players, the officials, the support staff, who are all part of this basketball league. All towering efforts to get our loving sport elevated to the next level, which we all want to. And we believe we could do that as one community. So once again, inviting all the basketball loving fans, come to the venue, purchase a ticket to support the game. That's the best we could do. So final minute here. Both teams still going neck to neck. It doesn't matter what the score is, they're still fighting hard. And that's Joshua, who has been good for Air Force today. And that will be a foul. Trying to go for a steal. Comes up with a foul. Joshua was looking for a wild pass, but it almost would have been a wild shot. Final seconds. Shehan with the open shot, still cannot connect, and Chanuka will clean it up, and that would do it. As the final whistle, Sri Lanka Air Force goes down fighting, but it's Team Colombo. It was a tough one in the first half, but they are able to rally around and show their class. A commanding 36-point victory, and they opened their account. First points for Team Colombo, and rightly so. We were expecting them to bounce back after the loss last evening. So that's for us, that's from us rather, for Game 5. Don't go anywhere. Game 6 action will be brought to you live from 6 p.m. So tune in to PO TV and PO Sports. We'll see you after this break.
PO Sports, Krinav Venvenba.
लाला संभल के, हर तरफ खतरा है।
देख के भाई, एक गलती और गेम ओवर।
Can you do this, Hardik? ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line.
Hey, the president is here.
Competition, मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी. बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये.
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කරන්න කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩි හරියන්නේ නැහැ, මේක කරන්න එපා.
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුයි.
ए लड़की, ए लड़की, तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गूंजेगा तो फूटेगा एक तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मचेगा घमासान. तेरा नाम गूंजेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, फैलेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में. पीठ पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे पहले गेम तेरी.
හිතට දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලා ගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආය බලා ගන්න. රිවයින්ඩ් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
What a catch!
If they wanted to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here.
To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought. You have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changes.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
වෙද මහත්තයා
මොකද
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට ආසමම
මනහරිරුයින් දිලනා නාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියෙන්ම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
Piris Sports ක්‍රීඩාව වෙනුවෙන්ම
लाला संभल के हर तरफ खतरा है
देख के भाई एक गलती और गेम ओवर
Can you do this, Hardik? ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line.
Hey, the president is here.
Competition. मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी. बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये.
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කරන්න කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩි හරියන්නේ නැහැ මේක කරන්න එපා.
වෙන සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුවෙන්.
ए लड़की. ए लड़की. तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गूंजेगा तो फूटेगा एक तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मचेगा घमासान. तेरा नाम गूंजेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, कहेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में. बीच पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे फिर गेम तेरी.
එතන දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලාගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආයි බලාගන්න. රිවයින් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pio TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
What a catch!
I need him to get
If they want to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here.
To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changed.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
වෙද මහත්තයා
මොකද?
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රීතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට ආසමම
මනහරීරුයින් දිලනා නාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
Pio Sports ක්‍රීඩාව වෙනුවෙන්ම.
लाला संभल के, हर तरफ खतरा है।
देख के भाई, एक गलती और गेम ओवर।
Can you do this, Hardik?
ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line. Hey, the president is here.
Competition. मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी. बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये.
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කියරන් කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩි හරියන්නේ නැහැ මේක කරන්න එපා.
වෙලා සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුයින්.
ए लड़की, ए लड़की, तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गुनेगा तो फूटेगा एक तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मचेगा घमासान. तेरा नाम गुनेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, फैलेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में. पीठ पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे फिर गेम तेरी.
එතන දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලාගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආය බලාගන්න. රිවයින් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
What a catch!
If they want to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here. To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changed.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
To read.
වෙද මහත්තයා
මොකද
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට අසමම
මනහරීරුවෙන් දිලනා නාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියෙන්ම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
Once again, welcome to live action from the Sri Lanka Basketball League. Live pictures brought to you by Pure TV, Pure Sports. Game 6 action just about to start. Sri Lanka Army will take on the David Piris Sports Club. So both teams have played one game each. Sri Lanka Army with a victory with points, and David Piris yet to open their mark in that points table. A heartbreaking loss last night. They will want to do well today and compete for all 40 minutes, which is what they couldn't do last night. Let's see how well they will go today. So all ready for the tip-off. The crew chief for the game, Christopher Karuna Singha. We have Tushidiyati Gamana and Tivanka Pereira, the other two umpires. This is Azir airballing the first possession for our David Piris. And that's Isuru Dilung for Army with an early three-pointer. 5-0 to start with. Now Sri Lanka. He responds with his own three. And now this is Harshana. He travels. Turnover ball. And Sajendra Ram, he was outstanding last night. I was wondering where he was during those last 2 minutes of that game. We didn't see the ball on his hand, which was a mistake. So now this is Akshita, shooter's bounce, 2 points. Azir with his second turnover, bad pass. Akshita taking it all the way, and he converts. So we are out to see these boys from Army playing with a lot of pace. And David Piris is in second to there. And David Piris is rather second to them. And this is once again Xiao. We saw him last evening, had some good minutes. Big center for David Piris. New addition. And Xiao able to complete the three-point play, 9 points to 8. Close game to start. Now this is Janit Gamage to his brother Pawan Gamage. Push to Harshana. He tries for the three, can't make it. Aloka with the rebound. Push it to Akshita. Now back with Janit. And he's able to convert. And a chance for a three-point play of his own. A slight delay. The officials discussing something. However, now Harshana will shoot his free throws. Another interruption. confusion was Harshana should have shot 2 free throws. On that foul, he didn't convert the basket, but he was only given 1 free throw, and they bring the ball back and he's able to shoot the second. However, he cannot connect. Xiao rebounds, ball with Azir to Centura. Once again, Azir takes it in to Xiao. Powers in, able to finish over Aloka. And this is Aloka. Response on the other end over Xiao with the foul. Chance for a 3-point play. And we are seeing a change. This is Prince coming in, and Harshana will sit. Brilliant dime by Azir, finding the open Silaka, running through the right side lane, and he's able to finish. Brilliant pass, combination of brothers, Janet to Pawan. And that's Centura now connecting from outside the arc for his first points. Centura with back-to-back threes. Timeout, SL Army. David Piris gets the lead with that 3 of Centurion, 18 points to 16. It's wonderful to see when the offense clicks in a basketball game. Yet again, a David Piris game looks to go high numbers. 18 points to 16 at the 5-minute mark. They average over 80 points in all their games. They are offensive side, and they look to force the pace, they look to shoot. Last night they tallied 86 points, but they couldn't come out with a win. It was a remarkable comeback by the boys in blue, Sri Lanka Police. Janit airballed that, and now this is Azir. Once again finding the running Silaka. He scores. David Piris looking good. 6-0 run. This is Pramuka to Prince. Cannot control the ball. Sajid Ram with the interception. Once again pushing the pace. Centurion takes it all the way. Draws the foul. Converts the bucket. Chance for the 3-point play. Centurion again. Now Azir looks for Sri Lanka and he turns over the ball. Call for the travel. Once again, David Piris have put on 23 points in this quarter. At offensive side, always look to score. And now, too much contact and call for the blocking foul. Meanwhile, I'm joined by Anushka Jala. He's been part of our panel, bringing you commentary right throughout the MSBA League, and we are glad to have him joining us today. So I will be handing over duties to Anushka Jala from here on.
Thank you, Mafas. Good evening, everyone. Join the com box. That was a great block from the number 34 for Army. Prince. A very high scoring game so far, 23-21. Sendhuran with the 3 and makes it 26-21. Nothing but net on that occasion. Janit for Army. Pass it to Pawan. Back to Premukha. Holds the ball back to Janit. Drives, kicks out to the number 23, and he makes it. Akshita with the 3-pointer. Answer straight back. Sendhuran, one more time. Heat check by Sendhuran. 29-24. As Army comes up with the ball, Janit drives, lays it in. Foul before the shot. Good quick drive from Janit. Team David Piris calling for the timeout. 29 points to 24 with still 2 minutes left to go on the quarter. A very high scoring quarter so far. Both teams pushing the pace and making their shots. And we're back. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock. 29 points, 24. Janit Lilagay. Janit Gamagay at the free throw line. Makes the first one. Doesn't get it to go, but Akshita with the rebound from the other end and makes it 27-29. Azir kicks it out to Yihao, to Sendhuran. Fakes, pass it to, and back to Sendhuran. Gets his own miss. Azir, good ball movement by Team David Piris. Sendhuran with the rebound. In trouble. Azir, one-handed shot. Couldn't get it in. As Army comes up with the board. Pawan pushes the pace, passes to Premukha. Back to Akshita. Surveys. Passes up to Itsuru. Prince, backing down Yihao. Couldn't get it to go. Premuka with the steal, straight away. Izuru sets it up. Premuka from the three corner, fakes, nice behind the back pass to Prince. Easily does it. Good ball movement from Army. And it's back to equal scores, 29 all. Azir behind the back. And draws a foul. As we see the subs walking in to complete the quarter. Good drive, but couldn't finish it in. Janet drives to the left, kicks it out. Corner three. And Samira with the three-pointer to take Army to the lead. 32 points to 29. 34 seconds left on the clock. Azir passes up to Ihao. Good turn. Couldn't get it to go. Samira comes up with the rebound to Isuru. 20 seconds left on the clock. Shift to dribbling. Janet drives in. A nice up and under, couldn't get it to go. Isru in the corner. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Sri Lanka Army leads 32 points to 29 after a very fast-paced first quarter.
Sports ക്രീഡാവും വെൺവെൺമ
लाला संभल के हर तरफ खतरा है।
देख के भाई, एक गलती और गेम ओवर।
Can you do this, Hardik? ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line.
Hey, the president is here.
Competition, मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी. बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये.
And sports fans, welcome back to day 3 of the Sri Lanka Basketball League 2024, organized by Mercantile Basketball. This is game 6 between Sri Lanka Army and David Piris Sports Club. You are tuned in to live coverage brought to you by Pure TV and Pure Sports. Let's get the second quarter underway. 32 points to 29. Sri Lanka Army with the smallest of margins. And a straightaway corner 3 by Akshita. Rebounded back by Army. Kicks it out to Samira. Couldn't get it, but another offensive rebound. Passes off to Janet. Passes out Pawan, my fault. A good outless pass. And David Piris with the first points of the quarter. Samira to Pawan. Back to Samira, drives in and draws a foul. From the number 6, Yihao. Misses the first shot. Second shot is good. Pawan, Isuru, Samira, Aloka, and Akshita for Army. A good ball movement from David Piris, but couldn't convert it as Pawan comes up with the steal. Quick pass, gets the ball back and goes to the shot. Aloka, a dominant force on the boards. As Sanjay comes up with the ball, loses the handle. Stolen by Isuru. A bit of a wayward pass. The number 6, Yao, commits the foul, a good foul. Stops the easy bucket. Unnecessary bit of passing by Team Army. Aloka misses the first shot. It's the number 6, Yehao, Sajindram, Imad. Silika for David Piris. As David Piris brings up the ball, pass up to Yehao. Backs his man down. Outlet pass to the corner. Imad fakes, drives, passes back to Saji. Couldn't collect the ball, but it's still David Piris' ball. Back to Silika, to Yehao. Draws a foul from Aloka. Interesting matchup there. Yehao seems to be a very technically sound post player, a very traditional post player, if I might say so. Imad couldn't catch it cleanly. Yehao, nice sound movement on the boards. Scores the 2, 33-34. Isuru kicks it out to Pawan. Holds the ball. Misses the free shot. Quite unlike Pawan to miss a very free three-pointer. As we can see, Johnny checking back in for Isuru. Team Army is coached by Praneeth Udumalagala. And I think his input on this team is quite visible. We see Team Army playing a bit more fluid game compared to what the Team Armies of old have been playing. They're running the lanes, as we can see. Samira, but turns the ball over. Imad fakes, rolls it over, commits another turnover. Samira. The intention is right by Team Army. They're running the floor, transitioning, but they need to make those finishes. So David Piris were the B Division champs of the Mercantile League basketball tournament held at the end of last year. And they're fielding the same team plus the number 6, Yehao. So this is a team that has a good set of combination. As we see, Saji passes it off to Vibhushan. Corner 3 for Pawan, misses it. Yehao with the rebound. Vibhushan passes off to Azir. Drives. And a charge drawn by Aloka. offensive foul committed by Yihao. Team David Piris playing with two big men, something that we have not seen them do. They usually go with a small lineup. As we see Senduru checking in for Yihao after that foul. And they usually field a very small and fast team, as you can see. Their captain, number 12, Sajindram, who is on the short side, but a very fast-paced player. Akshita couldn't get it to go, but Samir collects the rebound. Janet to Pawan. Pawan drives in. Corner three for Premukha, and he makes it. 37-35. 6 minutes left on the clock. Sendran couldn't get it to go this time. Isuru drives in, kicks it off to Samira. Ami comes up with the ball. Bit of a scuffle there, but Pawan kicks it off to Akshita, to Janet. And Ami comes up with the offensive rebound one more time. Another offensive rebound by Pawan, by Janet, but Sajindra with the contact makes it two. Sajindra for David Piris, one of the shorter players in this tournament. Could give quite a good run for the money for Jared as the shortest player in the tournament. Chance of making it a three-point play. Couldn't get it to go. Samira comes up with the rebound, but immediately turns it over. And Sajindra, with the effort, comes up with another foul. David Piris ball. See, look at the Vibhushan. Works the post. Doubled. Sajindra comes up short. Premukha with the rebound. Kicks it off to Janet, to his brother Pawan. Janet to Premukha, fakes, drives, kicks it out. To Upul. To Janet. To Upul. Comes up short. Blocked by Premukha. Excellent defense by Ami. Vibhushan is not dropping back. Disappointed with the call. Very, very bad play by Team David Piris, especially by Vibhushan. Basic fundamentals that a coach feeds to their players. Even if you miss a shot, you got to get back on defense. Once again, Team Army crowding the offensive boards. Turnovers are heavy for David Piris. Johnny kicks it out to Pawan. Pawan to Premukha. Air ball. Azir brings it up. Pass up to Silaka. Foul on the attempt. And we'll see Team David Piris making it to the free throw line. And a timeout is called. 41 points to 37. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go on the second quarter. David Piris calling for their second timeout as Army goes on a scoring run. And we're back after the timeout. Team David Piris at the charity line. Sri Lanka to attempt 2 free throws. First shot is good. David Piris has been a very good free throw shooting team, as we saw in the Mercantile League, which was held last year. Sri Lanka, a key player for David Piris, winning the B Division Championship last year. As Army loses an easy rebound. David Piris in the ball, R0. Surveys pass of Sri Lanka to Sendran. Good idea, good execution. Excellent pass by Janet. Pawan May seems to have caught an injury to his hamstring on the other end. He's not dropping down. As we hold play for a second, while Pawan Gamage subs out. As we can see, the team physio giving him some attention to his hamstrings, I believe. Let's hope it's not something that's too serious. Maybe he's just cramping up. A bit of fluids in his system will do him wonders. But back at the court is Janet Lina with the ball. Passes off to Isuru. To Samira. Lays it off for Isuru. Not the smartest play by the number 24. Commits the offensive foul. As you can see, the coach Pranito Dumalagala with both his hands on his head. Disappointed by his players. To Sajidran. To Azir. Imad. Fakes. Shoots. Couldn't get it to go. Sendran with the rebound, but he couldn't make it as well. But Janet. In amongst the trees, Isuru is blocked, but Steam Army ball. Samir Janet to Premuk. Couldn't get it to go. Samir with another rebound. Slippery hands. We've seen the number 7 Premuk being very effective from the corners. He's made a few three-pointers from there. Usually draws the attention of defenders, and he's able to drive in as well. But on the other side, it's Team David Piris with the ball, trailing by 3 points, as we see Akshita coming in for Premika. Not the most careful pass by David Piris. Blocked by Samira, but David Piris back with the ball. Kicks it out to Saji. Wonderful layup. Left-handed finish. Number 10 for 3. Air ball by and it's David Piris' ball. Saji passes off to Imad. Well defended by Team Army. Active hands on all their defenders. Making life hard for the David Piris players. Azir guarded closely by Isu. Double team. Aloka to Akshita. Blocked by Vipushan. With a bit over a minute to go, it's still Team Army leading by 1 point. Team Army ball, Aloka. To Samira. To Janet. Drives. Couldn't get it to go. Not the prettiest play by both teams, but David Piris comes up with the ball. 1 minute left on the clock. Azil drives left. Somehow comes up with his own rebound. Kicks it out to Imad. Sacrifices 3 for an easy 2. 42-41. 40 seconds left on the clock. Samira with the quick 3. Isuru comes up with the rebound and draws a foul on the shot. Foul committed by Sendra. That is his second foul for the match. Let's Isuru go to the strike. Misses the first one. A chance to equal the scores. all, 37 seconds left on the clock. Azil to Ipushan. Drives back to Azil. Back to Ipushan. Well defended by Team Army. Stolen by Akshita. But Sajid straight back. Vipushan strong in the paint. Draws a foul from Aloka. Chance for an N1 play. 44-42. We're pushing a chance to go ahead by 3 points. Misses the shot. 15 seconds on the clock. Felt that Vipushan did not need to commit that foul. A bit of a wayward shot from Samira, but that's how the game goes. Samira to the free throw line, and Vipushan draws his first foul. First shot is good. 43-44. 11 seconds left on the clock. .44 points all. David Piris, a chance to go into halftime with a lead. Azim Mohammed. 3 seconds on the clock. Janit Gamage. Clock winds out. 46-44. David Piris heads into halftime with the slimmest of the margins in the 6th match of the Sri Lankan Basketball League between Army and David Piris.
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කියලන් කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩේ හරියන්නේ නැහැ, මේක කරන්න එපා.
සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුවෙන්.
ए लड़की, ए लड़की, तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गूंजेगा तो फूटेगा तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मचेगा घमासान। तेरा नाम गूंजेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, करेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में। बीच पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे फिर गेंद तेरी।
එතන දැනෙන මූවීස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලාගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආයි බලාගන්න. රිවයින්ඩ් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
If they want to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here.
To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changed.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
මොකද
මේ ධර්මපාල මන්ත්‍රතුමා ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා.
මේ ගම ආරක්ෂා කරන එක මගේ වගකීම.
ගමේ ඉන්න කෙල්ලොත් ලස්සනයි.
ලස්සනම ගැන කියන සුන්දර කවියට ආසමම
මනහරීරුවෙන් දිලනා නාරි.
අයියෙන්ම සාදුකාර දෙන්නේ වැඩියම පව් කරන මිනිස්සු.
සුදු ඇඳගත්තු මිනිහෙකුට ගමේ මිනිස්සු රැවටිලා.
හරි සාක්ෂියක් නැතුව උසාවියේදී මිනිස්සෙක් වැරදිකාරයෙක් කරන්නේ.
Sports ක්‍රීඩාව වෙනුවෙන්ම
लाला संभल के हर तरफ खतरा है।
देख के भाई एक गलती और गेम ओवर।
Can you do this, Hardik? ये चैंपियंस का गेम है. It's all on the line.
Hey, the president is here.
Competition. मजा आएगा.
This is the ICC Champions Trophy, where the world's 8 best teams will put it all on the line for victory.
अलग किस्म की गूंज सी उठती है जब मैदान पे उतरता है ये खिलाड़ी। बहुत बड़ा छक्का ये।
අන්දවනට මුශාන්තුරෙක් කරන්න කියන්න බෑ.
මේ වැඩි හරියන්නේ නැහැ මේක කරන්න එපා.
වෙලා සීරුවෙන් මාරුතේ
බලකී දෙනෙක් මේ ආවද? ජීවිතේ තියෙනකම් අපේ ඉන්නේ සීරුවෙන්.
ए लड़की तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछने वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
तेरा नाम गूंजेगा तो फूटेगा एक तूफान, हिलेगी जमीन, मचेगा घमासान। तेरा नाम गूंजेगा जब हर गली हर मकान, कहेंगे तेरी बातें हर नुक्कड़ हर दुकान में। पीठ पे सजाए घूमेंगे तेरा नाम, लेंगे फैलेंगे तेरी
එතන දැනෙන මූවිස් ඕන තරම්. පිටියෙන් ඉවතර එල්ල කරන පහරක් පැහැදිලිව බලාගන්න HD channel රසක්. ස්මාර්ට් විදිහට TV බලන්නත් ඕන දෙයක් මග හැරුණත් ආය බලාගන්න. රිවයින් කරන ඔප්ෂන් එක සමගින් SLT Mobitel Pure TV, the best on demand entertainment.
No teams that you can take lightly.
What a catch! Gone!
I need him to get answers.
If they want to...
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here. To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of
And welcome back, basketball fans, to Game 6 of the Sri Lanka Basketball League 2024, organized by Mercantile Basketball, held between David Piris Sports Club and Sri Lanka Army Sports Club. At the end of the second half, it's David Piris leading 46-44 with the slimmest of leads of 2 points. To start the quarter for David Piris, it's Silaga, Azir, Yihao, the captain Sajendra, and Vipushan. And for Army, it's Janet, back from his injury, Akshan, Samira, Aloka, and Isuru. And the ball is put in play. Fed the ball straight to Vipushan. Tries to make a play against Samira, but well defended. And Team Army gets the turnover as Samira brings the ball up. Kicks it out easily in the corner. Drives to Akshan for the little midi. As Ihao comes up with the rebound and is immediately fouled by Isuru. For the first foul of the quarter. David Piris with the ball. Azir to Vipushan, fakes, drives left. Dangerous pass to Vipushan, but somehow comes up with the ball. Yeah, strong finish. Chance to make it a three-point play. Good pass by the captain, Sajendra. And he makes it 44-44, 48-44. David Piris the 4-point advantage. And we can see Janet Gamage clocking back. A key player for Army. Pawan fakes, steps back. 3 is good. 47-49. Pawan Gamage. While David Piris trying to sneak a basket in. Janet Pawan misses the open 3, but well rebounded by his brother Janet, who is fouled on the attempt. As we see him go to the free throw line, rattles it out. Chance to get Team Army within 1 point of David Piris. Misses both free throws. Great defense by Team Army, but turns it over. Sloppy play by both teams, trying to increase the pace, but cross pass to Akshan. Janet with the bunnies on that one. Corner 3 for Akshan. Team Army somehow comes up with the ball. Aloka kicks it out to Zamira. To Pawan. Long 3. Aloka couldn't get it to go. As Team David Piris comes up with the ball. Sergeant them. Tried to rush it. Couldn't get it to go, but Pawan. Dangerous pass. As the number 10 draws a foul from the number 6, Yihao, who is in foul trouble, has already committed 4 fouls at the beginning of the third quarter, and we can see the subs rolling in for David Piris. Obviously, one is going to be for the number 6 as Sendhuran checks in, and Imad for Sajindaram. Aloka with a little mid. Yihao, all the time in the world, couldn't get it to go. Janet comes up with the rebound. Imad comes up with a good rebound. Bit of a scuffle at that end, but Team Army comes up with the ball. Not the best bit of play by David Piris. Open 3. Couldn't connect it. We push in. Attempts a 3. Sloppy play from Janet. And Azir makes him pay. A lot of turnovers on this one. As we see another substitution for Team Army. Isuru checks back in. Gets the defense in order. Imad, pass it to Yihao. Beautiful spin move. Unfortunately steps out of bounds, but that was a very quick spin move by Yihao. Isuru to Janet. Stolen by Sendhuran. Both teams' passes haven't been the greatest. Lots of wayward passes, deflections by the defense. Blocked by Aloka. Rim protection at its finest. Isuru directing traffic. Premukha with the easy 3-pointer. No one to guard him. Ample time. And he makes it 52 to 51. Army takes a lead back. Imad with a free 3-pointer. And he makes it. Comes up with the answer right back at Army. Imad. Back-to-back three-pointers from the number 0. Stretches lead to 5 points, 57-52. To our viewers who don't know about this tournament, this is Sri Lanka Basketball League 2024, organized by the Mercantile Services Basketball Association. This tournament is the precursor to the Sabah Club Championship, which will be held next month. And these are the very preliminary stages of the tournament that would lead up to the World Club Championship, played between all the leading clubs in the world. Team Army, Janet to Isuru, travels. Unnecessary turnover. The coach is not happy. Immediately subs the player in, subs the player out. And we see number 28, Upul Jaratna, checking in. The officials informing about the discipline that needs to be maintained by the players. You can't just run into the court unannounced. Wayward pass by Azir. Unforced error as Team Army brings the ball up. Janet to Upul. Back to Janet. Good pass to Akshita. The man running in, 57-54. Sendran. Couldn't get it to go this time. Back to Janet, to Akshita. Drives in, turns it over as we push in, runs the floor. Janet Gamage, the little man, getting the charge off the big boy. We push in with the foul and the turnover. Great defensive work by Janet. Akshita couldn't get it to go on that time. Vipushin comes up with the rebound to Azir. Azir to Yuhao. Yuhao couldn't get it to go. Azir with the rebound. Great bit of defensive play by Janet. Sloppy play by Army. Sloppy play by Janet, sloppy play by David Piris as well in recovering that ball. And sometimes I guess it is to be expected when Sri Lanka is not getting at the same levels of club tournaments that we used to have a few years ago. If I'm not mistaken, I think we are having a club tournament after about 5 years. The last club tournament that we had was the Avid Cup, held right after COVID, 2021, I think, so maybe 4 years ago. So tournaments have been few and far between. And most teams are a bit rusty when it comes to five-a-side play, when a lot of attention has been given to the 3-on-3 in Sri Lanka. A great bit of passing from David Piris, wonderful ball movement. Corner 3 for the number 10, Samira, who couldn't get it to go. Premuka with the tip, 56-59. Premuka making things happen on the court. Yihao, active in the paint, got his rebound, and drew the foul on that shot, but unfortunately couldn't get that shot to go in. 59-56. As we see, I think the foul was on Premuka, who commits his third foul. Yihao gets the first shot to go in. And makes the second. 60 points to 56. 61-56, a 5-point buffer for David Piris. Not the smartest bit of play, but Imad, in his eagerness to defend, commits the foul. And that puts them at 4 team fouls. Premuka fakes, good fake, drives in, gets the layup to go in. 58-61. 90 seconds left on the clock. Azir to Imad. Imad, straight up 3. Yihao with the rebound. To Azir. Premuka, good defensive effort, but ends up with a double dribble, turns the ball right over, gives David Piris another 24-second clock to work with. We push it, hands it off to Azir. Defended by Upul, gets a screen to Imad. Yihao comes up with the ball, couldn't get it to go. Upul in amongst the trees to Premuka. Guarded by the smaller Azir. Lot of contact on his way to the bucket. David Piris are in foul trouble. 1 minute left on the clock. 61-58. Premuka has a chance to get the score closer before we see the end of the quarter. First shot is off. Free throws, as every basketball coach would say, wins matches. As he misses both, but Akshita comes up with the board. Back to Premuka. Buttery fingers. We push it. somehow gets it to go. Lot of contact on that play. Back to a 5-point lead with that bucket by Vipushan. .24 seconds left on the clock. Akshita to Aloka to Premukha with another corner three over Yihao. Imad drives in, kicks it to Vipushan. Well defended by Aloka and Akshita. And that's the end of the quarter. 63 points to 61. David Piris leads by 2 points. As we go into the fourth quarter, we are looking at a nail-biting finish.
If they wanted
I'm Elizabeth Thatcher. I'm the new teacher here. To be a grown-up, to be strong.
Hallmark Channel presents The Power of Love.
Just as I thought, you have a case of jealousy.
What do people keep saying that?
Probably because you're giving them cause.
And the strength of heart.
I haven't been in Coal Valley very long, but this town changed.
There's someone there.
Ashley! Are you hiding? I'll find you.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
There are plenty of pretty voices with nothing to say. Do you have something to say?
I want to do this.
You will be required to have a hearing individual on board at all times.
I can't stay with you for the rest of my life.
And we're back to you sports fans to get to the final quarter of the game 6 between Army and David Piris. This is the Sri Lankan Basketball League 2024 organized by Mercantile Basketball. Today's live coverage is brought to you by POTV and PO Sports. Special shout out to them to get the sport across to you wherever you may be. And back to the court. It's Army with the ball with a 2-point deficit. Pavan to Samira. Straight three. Rebounded by Vipushan. Azir to Imad. Fakes. Drives in to Sendaran. Nicely laid in. David Piris opens the account. Janet to Akshita. Flat shot. Well defended by Pawan on that occasion. Janet to his brother Pawan. Akshita drives baseline. Well defended by Imad in that occasion. Stolen. David Piris to Imad. Couldn't get it to go. Aloka. As easy of a bucket as he can ever get. 63 to 65. Azir defended by Janet. To Sendaran. Akshita in front of him. Walks into a three. Rattles out. Army comes up with the rebound. Wayward pass as David Piris comes up with the ball. They've got numbers. And a charge. Janet Kamage. Well positioned to take that charge right in front of the referee. The officials for today are Tusita, Christopher, and Tivanka. All well experienced officials in Sri Lanka. And that call was probably one of the easiest calls that Christopher will get today. Right in front of him, no questions, no doubts. To Pavan. Aloka with the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Azil comes up with the ball. To Upul, to Akshita. Drives in. Army comes up with the rebound. A lot of contact on that play. Janet to Akshita again. David Piris comes up with the ball. Another turnover by Team David Piris. And another turnover by Army. Both teams haven't been very careful with the rock. I'm not sure as to what the turnover count is at the moment, but I'm willing to bet it would exceed 10 to 15 turnovers for each side. Quite a high number of turnovers. So, ball back with David Piris, Sajindra, Azir, Senduran, Vipushan, and Yihao. For David Piris, Upul, Premukha, Janet, Pawan, and Aloka for Team Army. And we have a stoppage due to technical difficulties. And in the stoppage, we see Azil Mohammed being subbed out. And for him, it is the well-experienced Nalaka Kumara Singha, a seasoned campaigner in the Mercantile sector and the clubs in Sri Lanka. Pawan to Upul, and he makes it off the bench and into the scoreboard. Intense pressure by Team Army causes them to turn the ball over. 65 to 68. Army back in the lead. Janet to Premukha. Fakes. Drives and shoots and makes it. That's a 5-point turnaround for Army. With 6 minutes left on the clock. David Piris. 67 to 70. David Piris, the second match, they're coming off a heartbreaking loss against the police team where they're led by as many as 26, all to end up losing by 3 points. And that would be at the back of their minds as well. Janet comes up with the foul against Vipushan, which will make him go to the free throw line. To those who watched the match between David Piris and Police yesterday, It was a masterclass by the police players in chasing a lead in excess of 20 points and to win it in the dying minutes of the fourth quarter. So that loss would be heavily in the minds of the players as well. They had a 5-point lead and they have lost it and they're down by 3. Team Army coming up with a very strong performance in the fourth quarter. Coach Pranit Udumalagala, as you can see in the huddle, telling his players what he expects of them, what plays for them to run. Five minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. It's Vipushan at the line, shooting 2. Rattles out the first shot. Misses both, but Yihao comes up with the rebound. Good pressure by the number 6. See, look at Azir. Azir grabs the screen off him. Good recovery by Upul. Johnny controls the ball. To Pawan. Fakes, shoots, and makes it. Probably the easiest shot he's had for the game. Hard foul by Silaka. But good transition play by Team Army. Pawan seemed to be carrying a bit of limp there, but let's hope he's okay. Pawan makes the first shot. An excellent shooter in his own right. Gets them both to go. 7-point lead. Yihao to Azir. Janet with the ball. Premuka fakes, steps out of bounds. An error on the defensive end that I can see by David Piris. He's just letting Janet walk the ball down. Good pressure by Team Army. Touch well collected by Upul. Great pass. Finished off by Premuka. Well caught by Upul. Bit of a wayward pass from Janet, but good athleticism. And you see Upul back in action again. Comes up with the steal. This is what I was talking about. The defense just letting Janet do his own thing instead of pressuring the ball. When you're down by 9 points, there needs to be more pressure. Janet couldn't make it that time. Unbelievable defense from Army. Unforced errors by David Piris. The coach hangs his head on looking at the ground. 67 to 78. An 11-point lead for Army after being down by 2 points at the end of the third quarter. 6.5 minutes have gone. Three and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is Game 6 between David Piris and Team Army of the Sri Lankan Basketball League 2024, organized by Mercantile Basketball. Azir couldn't get it to go. Sajendra showing a bit of effort on there. Couldn't finish it amongst the trees. Well defended by Army as Janit brings the ball up. It seems that they've got their act together now, pressuring the ball. Good pressure, leading to an unforced error. Team David Piris choosing to go for the long threes instead of going for the twos. Upul Zayaratna, the number 28, came off the bench, gave the impetus needed for Army. He's been big this quarter. Hit a three, got a few steals. Janet Pavan in that occasion. He seems to be carrying a bit of an injury there. Saji a bit eager in that occasion. Commits the foul. As Isuru comes back. For Pawan, let's hope he's okay. And it's nothing serious for him. He's holding that hamstring area one more time. A bit of razzle-dazzle, but ultimately led to a turnover. 30 points lead, 80 points to 67, 2 minutes to go. As we push it, gets his shot blocked by one of the shortest players on the court. Premukha. David Piris missing all their shots. Easy occasion getting too big for them. Army just toying with them at the moment. Let's see if David Piris can make something out of this possession. Senduran gets it to go, cuts it down to 10. 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Janet Gamage with the ball. Weaving his way. Passes off to Upul. Good hustle by both teams. Just under a minute to go. 10 points is the lead. 70 points to 80. David Piris trail. Imad Goes up for the three. Vipushan steps out of bounds. I think we can say that the game has escaped David Piris. They will have a lot to learn from this game. They will learn how to protect the lead. And to maybe get better shots. They will need to rethink their plan before coming in for the next game, David Piris. Execution needs to be better. They need to take better shots. Less turnovers for the team. And hope they come back stronger for the next one. But for Team Army, a win today. A good win today from coming back after being down for 3 quarters. Janit Gamage passes off to Premukha. To Upul. An easy bucket. 28 seconds left on the clock. Sandran cuts it to 8. Good defense by David Piris, but Premukha misses the easiest shot he can. And that brings an end to the 6th game of the Sri Lanka Basketball League 2024, brought to you by Mercantile Basketball. 80 points to 74 is what it is at the end of the 4th quarters. Team Army comes up with a good win. And a huge shout out to our broadcast partners, Pure TV and Pure Sports, for letting the viewers watch this intense match in this league as the teams go off to congratulate each other. We're going to sign off, and we hope to see you at the next match. Thank you. This is Anushka signing out.